This is only 6-pound test line. Gracious. Them bass are killing me. Killing me. So what is happening, people? Hey guys, we back at the lake today. We are at Heiko Lake doing some fishing today. It is about 11:15. You say, Sam, why do you come so late? Well, this time of year, crappie gonna be seeking out shade. We're in a totally different portion of the lake today. Fishing some new docks that I've never fished before. This dock, never been here before. And we're gonna look around and find some fish. I've got this brim color on with this chartreuse tail. Forget the name of it right there. And you say, Sam, why did you pick that color? Well, I picked that color specifically. I guess you wonder what I'm looking at. I see some fish breaking some water down there on top, on a point down there. So if I see fish breaking, like bass or hybrids, I will go throw at them just to let you know. But anyway, I picked that color just because last week when I was down here, the fish really keyed, crappie really keyed in on that brown color for whatever reason. Now, last week it was sunny. Today it is overcast some, so not sure, but we'll play with colors today. So hey, let's go catch a fish. Okay guys, so we've been checking docks, and all I've caught off docks is bass and catfish. That's it, and one brim. We're gonna pull up here and check these fish attractors here, and they will hold fish at times. Not all the time, but at times. So we're gonna pull up here and check it. Most of the time when they put out a fish attractor, you'll have two different fish attractors, usually one on each side. So let's pull up here and see if we catch fish. I'm gonna try to stay back. The water's fairly clear. I'm gonna try to stay back and cast, cast to these fish instead of getting up on them. Now, once I've fished it a little bit, I think the water here is about, it's about 20 foot deep, so it's pretty good. So I'm gonna ease up here, cast to these fish, and see if we can get them to bite. I may have to change, I'm gonna have to change my, I've got to change my, this is too light. I got a 1/32. I was fishing those docks, fishing a 1/32. To keep the lure from getting hung up as bad, I've got to change. Be right back. All right guys, so we just made our first cast. I switched over, put an LC shad on. It's a little bit larger size bait. These fish are kind of out here in the open water. And I got a 16th on. A little bit windy. We'll see if we can pull one off of this. There he is. Boy, he bit easy. Good gracious. Good crappie. Good crappie. This joker come up, jump like a bass. All right, all right. We'll take him. He's a keeper. Now that is a rocky color. That is a good summertime color in the LC shade. Look at all those colors glimmering in it. It's a good 10 1/4 inch fish right there. Boom. So we're gonna put him in the pot. I know somebody who wants some crappie. And so when you're doing this, the crappie are over there beside of that buoy. I don't know if you can see that. So what I'm doing is just trying to throw past it, allow the lure to fall back through the strike zone. Sometimes that works, sometimes it don't. Hopefully you'll get a fish to come off and actually bite the lure. You hope anyway. There he is. Yeah, take it. I'd say he's a keeper. He's a little bit smaller, but he is about 9 3/4. Tell you what, let's put the boom, let's get the boom stick out. yeah, good crappie right here. Told you the boomstick. If it ain't green, it ain't mean. Now I'm gonna just let the boat float back while I talk to the camera right here. I'll tell you what I did. You know, another 10¼ inch crappie right there. I had that brown with that chartreuse tail on, boom, right there. That was a good color last week. So instead of sitting there on spot lock, I can tell you what I did. Sometimes crappie want the bait moving by them. Sometimes they want it just sitting still. They can come over there, they think maybe it's injured, and they can come over there and ambush it. So what I'm doing is I'm using the trolling motor. I got it on about 3½. What I'm doing is easing into the wind, getting it over here close, dropping the lure down into the strike zone. And it is a 16th. It takes it a while to get down there. So it's in the strike zone right now. And I'm just giving one of them time enough. And if one of them bumps it, I don't get too carried away. And I'm kind of watching the slack in the line, because they will pick it up on the fall. There we go. I'm just easing up there real easy, trying not to run the trolling motor, waiting for one to come up there and finally decide that they want to hit the lure. You know, he's almost 10 inches. Now I'm gonna change colors on them and see if that makes a difference. And you could change the size of lure. And I may do that. I may do that here in just a minute. So I'm gonna stay there and I'm gonna pitch this out, drag it back. And by dragging this lure back, it allows the lure to fall much faster into the strike zone, because it puts a lot more slack out there, if you know what I mean. Ah, boom, just like that. Come on up here, talk to me. Oh yeah. Now I was actually below him. See, it hung him in the bottom lip. Good crappie. And so I found this stump using side scan, just running this creek up and down, and I spotted it off to the side. I marked it when I went up, and I came back and I decided to fish it. So sometimes it doesn't take a lot of structure on the bottom to hold crappie. But boom, one for the live well. All right, all right. We're fishing a little underwater structure again. I'm gonna drop down here and see if we can catch an old crappie. Man, we got to find a color they like. All right, we got the banana pepper on there, y'all. Oh yeah. Oh, good one right there, y'all. I told you. Look here. I'm telling you. The banana pepper ain't nothing but the truth. I'm gonna show y'all this for the ones that hadn't seen it. That banana pepper right there. I tell you, that banana pepper will catch fish sometimes. But won't nothing else catch no fish. Ah, boom. Another good crappie, y'all. Another good crappie. I'm gonna switch colors just because I can. Banana pepper. Boom. Now there's a little bit of a technique that I'm having to use to get these fish to bite now. So what I'm doing is, if I drop the lure down in these fish, they're just looking at it. So what I've been doing is getting the lure down and around the fish. They're coming over pecking at it but not eating it. Then I began to raise the lure ever so slightly. And sometimes I get one fish to follow up, sometimes two, sometimes three. And the last couple of times that I've done that, I just raise it up, like it's running from them. And a lot of times they'll bolt and hit the lure. So that is the presentation that I'm actually using. There he is. This is a crappie. Pretty good one. We'll take him. Boom. He's about 9.5 inches. We'll take him. Guys, I tell you what I'm getting ready to do. I'm getting ready to put me a paddle tail bait on, and I'm going to catch me some bass, because this point is loaded with bass. I'm gonna have a little fun for about an hour. Anyway, we're gonna end the video. All in all, today was a pretty good day. We checked some new places and we found some fish. We did some echo mapping, mapped that section of the lake I've never been in before. You go to a lake, find new places to fish. We found that one good stump had a lot of crappie on it. They didn't want to bite. We fished some man-made structure that had a few fish on it. So we have some other places to fish, you know, to go find fish when we need to. So you remember to subscribe to the channel. Hey, it's free. It don't cost you nothing. Remember, God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Don't forget to hit the like button and click the notification bell so you don't miss an episode of Wildlife Adventures. And as always, you remember, it's a wild life. And I'll see you on the water. And go Trump.